The family of Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick visited Capitol Hill Thursday to urge Republican senators to support a bipartisan commission of the January 6th attack. Sicknick died a day after responding to the insurrection. Video from the 6th shows him being violently attacked by several people. 2 men have been charged with assaulting Sicknick and other officers with a chemical irritant, but they have not been charged with causing his death. His mother, Gladys, is asking for justice. Mrs. Sicknick says she's hopeful her pleas will change the minds of skeptical lawmakers. But she also says those who are against the commission are not doing their jobs.
What are you hoping will be on their minds when they vote on this commission?
The country. This is supposed to uphold the Constitution, and right now I don't think they're doing it.
One of those who appears unconvinced is Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. The 2-term Republican remains opposed to the commission after his meeting with the Sicknick family. He has even questioned the U.S. Capitol Police's account of Sicknick's death. Cassidy McDonald has been following this story. She is a CBS News reporter and joins me now from Austin, Texas. Cassidy, welcome. A number of Republicans, like Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, have downplayed the riot. He said, quote, "It didn't seem like an armed insurrection." How many people have been charged with carrying firearms that day, and is that number expected to grow?
Well, Elaine, a small number of people, Capitol riot defendants, at least 3 charged in the federal criminal investigation, have been accused of carrying firearms. One man, Christopher Alberts, he was arrested while Capitol Police were trying to clear out the U.S. Capitol Visitors Center, and he was found, police said, with a loaded handgun and a spare magazine. Another defendant, Lonnie Kaufman, was found to have a huge arsenal of weapons in his truck, which he had parked downtown. Authorities said that he had multiple firearms, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, a crossbow, machetes, Molotov cocktail ingredients, and authorities said that he also had 2 loaded handguns on his body that day. And a third defendant, Meredith Cleveland, he arrived in D.C. too late to participate in the events at the Capitol that day. But authorities said that he brought with him to D.C. two loaded firearms, and he threatened Nancy Pelosi one day after the attack, according to court documents. Now, in addition to those federal charges, D.C. police also say that they arrested 5 people on January 5th and 6th downtown and charged them with carrying firearms. The police said that those arrests were connected to the unrest that was going on, Elaine. But all of those people were taken into custody before the actual riot at the Capitol began.
Well, Cassidy, in addition to those carrying guns, you report nearly 40 defendants are charged with carrying what prosecutors are calling deadly or dangerous weapons. Cassidy, what kinds of weapons were they?
That's right. So we looked at cases where rioters were charged with having deadly or dangerous weapons, and we found a long list that included items like tasers, tomahawk axes, crowbars, a flagpole, a wooden club, and the list goes on. And a lot of these were used in areas with hand-to-hand fighting. So there was a former Green Beret who prosecutors said threw a flagpole at an officer like a spear. The government said another rioter was found carrying a knife after they say that he shoved an officer with a lacrosse stick that was attached to a Confederate flag. And at the doors of the West Terrace entrance, that's an area where officers experienced some of the worst attacks. The government has accused some rioters of using objects like a baseball bat, a hockey stick. They say that one person threw a lit firecracker at officers. And one image that stood out to me from court documents, Elaine, prosecutors say that one man named Ryan Nichols held a crowbar and spoke to the crowd through a bullhorn. They say that he said, "If you have a weapon, you need to get your weapon." And that he added, "This is not a peaceful protest."
Well, as we mentioned, Officer Sicknick's mother visited the Capitol Thursday morning. What more have we learned about the officers who were attacked on January 6th?
Well, the Department of Justice has said that 140 officers were assaulted that day. The Capitol Police Labor Union has said that officers experienced injuries like brain injuries, cracked ribs. They say one person was stabbed with a metal fence stake. And so far, the government has charged 125 people with assaulting, resisting, or impeding law enforcement, but the FBI is still looking for suspects in some of these attacks on law enforcement, including one man who was accused of punching officers with metal knuckles and another who was accused of hitting them with a baton. And so even as hundreds of these cases make their way through the court system, there are still some unanswered questions about some of the attacks and some of the violence that went on that day.